designers, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time to watch my video, my name is Judith Hart. My channel is basically for my showcases and tutorials for fashion and design lessons. And this week I promise that I'll be giving you videos for body measurement. So you're going to learn how to measure your own body, but before that, I need to take you. There is one most important tool among our essential requirements. Who can guess that? It is tape measure. So I thought about it. I think I need to take you through how to read it, and we are going to read it in inches, because I am going to take you through how to draft using it. Let's get to the work. Okay, let us get right to the work. It's already all drafted. I just want to show you what kind of tape measure I am using. I have a very simple tape measure. Let me just get to show you. This is the tape measure I am having. Is your tape measure like mine? Oh, if your tape measure is like mine, that is really good. But now what I really usually don't like is that metallic lead. That metallic hook, I really do have issues with it. Most times I don't find it accurate. So what I am going to do is I am going to remove this off and check if I have this line there. If I don't have this line there, then that means I have a problem with my tape measure, or I need to find a new one. Yes. Okay, how about we check it out? If your tape measure is like this, why don't you check it out with me by removing that metallic lead, that metallic hook, and we check it together out and find out if our tape measure is right from 0, or it's from this line, or maybe it's even from 1/4. I don't know, but I found it that way. So let us check it out from right here. Okay, I'm just going to remove my tape measure off. I'm just going to remove this lead. It's easy to remove actually. Sometimes when you keep it there, it keeps pushing itself behind, and then you find that you have excess. Your 0 to 1 inch is a bit bigger. So let me see how my tape measure, and well, please make sure you check on yours as well. Let me see if my tape measure is from that. Oh yes, I think my tape measure is going to really be my good friend. I'm going to keep it. Reason being, it's right from the 0 point I am aiming at. Do you see that tape measure? Do you see that line? It's what I've drawn right here. Yes, I don't know what's wrong with these tape measures right now in the market. Most times, if you're using the tape measure I am using, whereby you find that inches is on one side and then the centimeters are on the other side, they usually have that kind of error. Okay, they have that error whereby this one line is being cut off, and then you find it starts from this line. So in my draft, they're a bit bigger. Let me just show you on my draft. You find that your tape measure is starting from this line, and this is already reading another figure. It's not 0 anymore. So your tape measure needs to start from 0. That's why I have a problem with that metallic hook. So if your tape measure is having that metallic hook, kindly remove it. It does not have any use. What you need is accurate measurement. Okay, I do not want you to have issues with your client. You have measured them well, and then your tape measure is reading a different thing. No. So that means my tape measure is okay. So you may find you have a different tape measure right now as you are doing this video with me, but your tape measure is different, whereby you find that centimeters and inches are on the same line, as well the other side as centimeter and inches. That means your tape measure width is bigger than mine. It is well and okay. So mine, if yours is same as mine, oh, I think we're in the same box. So let's get right away how to read our tape measure. I don't know if those who have sewn for years like I've done, I find when I'm using inches, the most important figure there you sure need to find out is, let us take from 0 to 1. Are you with me? So on the board it's a bit bigger, but here it's not so much bigger. So let us use the inches, the lines I've indicated on board. Let's first forget about the real tape measure. So I'm just going to indicate you what I have here on the board. Now look what I have. I have my tape measure right from as I remove the metallic hook, it has given me the correct one. So you find some of your tape measure, when you remove the metallic, it is giving you this figure, and that is wrong. Sometimes even it goes up to 1/4. Woo! Will that really give you accurate measurement, do you think? I don't think. So your tape measure needs to start from here. So we are reading it in inches, that's why it's a bit wider. So from zero, my tape measure has this middle. From 0 there's that small line and it has a figure there. So for me, most times it really doesn't give me that is 1/8, and then after 1/8 there is 1/4. But 1/4 is really most important thing, and you can write it in the fraction form or in decimal form. It is 0.25. Never miss out 0.25. That's already a big figure in tape measure. You may at least ignore 1/8. You may ignore it, but never and never ignore 1/4. 1/4 is already something big, my friend. In tape measure, do not ignore this. This is already big. So most times when we are using inches, 1/4, actually I go with 0 and 1/4, and then I come to 3/8. 3/8 is really something I usually as well ignore. It doesn't really add me so much figure to my measurement. So I jump to half. Woo! Half an inch when decide to be like, no, let me just leave it, and I jump to 1. That is already another big figure you have just ignored. So make sure that at least in the inches you know 0, and then you know 0.25, that is 1/4, and then you know half, that is 0.5, and then there is this 5/8. As well, me, I don't really give it much attention, but if your tape measure reaches on this, make sure on your pattern making, give it that jump and give it this when it has stopped here. It's very important. Any figure you have missed out or you have subtracted, it will definitely reduce size of your measurement. So let's come to 3/4. Okay, 3/4 is 3 out of 4. On decimals you find it's 0.75 inch. 0.75 inch. So from 0 to 1, I want you to master very important figure. Okay, 0, and then 0.25, 0.5, 0.75. Those figures are very important. The rest maybe you can ignore them, but these ones, I think I face them every day whenever I'm working on pattern making or calculations. It is really very important. I don't think it is going to, you're going to jump over that and you feel you're okay. There's something somewhere it will give you some problems. Mark that, please. Mark that. In your tape measure, when you're using my tape measure, let your tape measure start from 0, and always make sure that 0, there is that 0.25, that is before reaching half. Okay, divide that middle from 0 to half. Never miss out that figure. As well, half, mark it right away. So 0.75, and then you reach here, there is 1. So please, before you start looking at, maybe you are measuring something and it has reached here, you'll be like, oh me, from 1 to 0.75, and you don't know how to read tape measure. The only thing you are looking at on tape measure is 1 inch. And by the way, that is the truth. When you are checking on tape measure, they give you from 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, it continues. And then it's you to give other figures. And if you are stubborn and very, very stubborn, you decide to ignore. You jump. When your measurement has stopped on 0.75, that is 3/4. My friend, be there, remain there, okay? Don't say that, oh, 1 is the nearest, let me jump to 1. Oh, that addition is really big, very big. Maybe when it is on this, which I don't really consider so much, yeah, maybe I can jump to 1. But when it's on 3/4, that is 3/4, maybe, oh, 0.75, and you decide to ignore because it is not written on your tape measure, and you said, let me ignore this, and I just say this person that it is 1. No, I don't deal with the assumption. When it comes to measurement, this 1, 2, 3, 4 before reaching 1, very important thing in my measurement, especially when I'm doing inches. I don't assume measurement. I deal with reality, and that's what I want you to do. Are we together? So now, once you're okay with this here, the rest are just added thing. The rest are just added. So the most important thing you need to learn is from 0 to 1. Remember, they have not given you those numbers. It is you how to find it out. I wonder how do they want us to find out? I don't know. That's why here I am for you. I found so much difficulties. They'll tell you to go by tape measure, and then how to read it is another total issue. It's you now to come up with it. So you can decide to ignore the rest of the figures, and then you just decide to work with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even if it has reached on half of 1, you still go ahead. You don't put those, and that's actually where people go wrong. So when you're okay with this reading, when it comes to 1, just like the way I decide to ignore this, because most times I don't find it really so much useful. It gives me an ease to my measurements. I don't know, but most times I encounter with these ones. So when I come to 1, I don't just jump to 2. When I'm measuring something and it is given me from 0 to here, and that is 1.25, my friend, make sure that you give it its figure. Don't start, but what is this one here? It is near to half. Let me give it half. That is already another added figure, and it's going to give you extra measurement. I don't think it's the actual one. You're already assuming. When you start assuming measurement, believe me, the whole pattern will go wrong. Never and never in your entire life in this industry to assume measurement, okay? So once you are done with this, the rest are just added thing like I told you earlier on. So I can just come here. This is the half. That means it's half. So it's 1.5. And this is 1.75. And this is 2. So I keep going on. And I keep going on. 2.25, 2.1, 2.5, 2.75, 3, 3.25, 3.75, 4. So this is the same number you'll keep repeating for the rest of your tape measure as you use inches. So I think this works for me, and I don't assume, I don't do with assumption. When I want to measure something, I clearly indicate. The only thing I told you I ignore are those lines, but those ones I don't ignore them. They are very much important. Please, if you find this much easier, I will advise that you go with it, because it works for me. It may work for you. If you put it into practice, it may definitely work for you. Thank you so much. Please, if you like this video, give it a thumb up and subscribe to my channel and click on the bell. And it is okay if you find it with difficulties. Of course, I wouldn't want to say that, but there's nothing to do. Honesty is what we need. To be honest to each other is all what we need. It keeps us productive. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you for subscribing to my channel. May you stay safe, and we meet again.